Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singapour.
My name is Alfredi and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Osur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, tropical depression 03F to further intensify. Ministries collaborate to deal with the current weather threat. And NDMO activates emergency operation centres.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
Tropical disturbance 03F was upgraded to a depression earlier today and is expected to intensify into a tropical cyclone category 1 in the next 12 to 18 hours. The Fiji Met Services says TD03F was located about 200 kilometres west of Rotuma and about 650 kilometres north-northwest of Nadi at 3 p.m. today. Kelly Vadala reports.
Tropical depression 03F is moving closer to Fiji and has increased risk of developing into a cyclone.
On this projected path, TD03F center is expected to be located about 200 kilometers northeast of Essaouira, or about 210 kilometers northwest of Lambasa at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, and about 100 kilometers east-southeast of Taveuni, or about 990 kilometers east-southeast of Lambasa at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Verivalu says with the ground already saturated and more rain forecasted, the chance of flooding of low-lying and flood-prone areas is very high.
It's anticipated and track the system may bring damaging gale force wind over Rotuma from late afternoon today and over Essaouira Group, Levu, Taveuni and nearby small islands, and northern Levu for early tomorrow morning and over Lau and Lomai VT Group from mid-morning.
A tropical cyclone alert remains in force for Lau and Lomai VT Group with a strong wind warning remaining in force for the rest of Fiji land areas. The public is advised to keep away from the flooded drains, streams and rivers, whilst motorists are requested to take extreme care when driving in adverse weather conditions. Kalivatala, FBC News.
4 government ministries have collaborated to deal with the current weather threat. The 4 ministers met today to discuss what needs to be done to be fully prepared. Kritika Kumar reports.
The Transport and Infrastructure Minister highlighted rainfall as one of the major concerns at the moment.
Because we anticipate that our biggest concern right now is not the wind, but the rainfall and the impact that this might have in terms of flooding.
In order to address this issue, the Waterways Minister confirmed they have set up a team known as Waterways and Environment Clearing, or WEC, to be on standby for Tropical Depression 03F.
Each team will have to its disposal high truck, chainsaws, manpower and 4x4 vehicle to clear any debris.
Meanwhile, the security forces are also on standby to respond to emergencies.
We have troops on standby, and of course police will continue with their role as usual, but perhaps a few words of advice again. The need to take heed of all the advices given, particularly for movement both on land and by sea.
The Health Ministry has put up some plans to deal with the situation.
We've stocked up all our hospitals and our health centers, so in case one of them is actually cut off, they can actually run on their own for at least 2 weeks.
The ministers also advised Fijians to keep an eye on their children and keep them safe and away from flood-prone areas and waterways of all kinds. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
The National Disaster Management Office has activated all its emergency operations centres around the country as Tropical Depression 03F intensifies. 100 officers are currently monitoring the weather situation and will activate evacuation centres if the need arises. Sanya Nimboila reports.
Given it's still the festive season, people must be prepared and not get carried away.
Advising the general public to be cautious of the current situation. Also advising parents to ensure that their children refrain from swimming in flooded rivers and drains, as this is a normal occurrence during this festive season. And also for our mariners out in the islands, we are also requesting them to exercise caution as there will also be a strong wind warning, and for them to be vigilant when they are traveling in the high seas.
Police Chief of Operations ACP Maritino Ngiole says a team of 30 officers is currently on standby in each division as they will closely collaborate with the NDMO.
Yeah, our operations begin tonight. We'll be covering hotspots and will increase our visibility both on mobile and also on foot patrol, particularly in main centers and also on various hotspots.
NDMO is also maintaining contacts with RFMF, the National Fire Authority, and correction officers who are currently on standby if the weather deteriorates. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Police made 8 successful arrests relating to drugs over the weekend. In the first incident on Saturday, police arrested a suspect in Brown Lane, Nausori, who was found in possession of 7 sachets of dried leaves believed to be marijuana. Other arrests took place in Tomuka, Lautoka, where police found 4 sachets wrapped in aluminium foil and loose dried leaves believed to be marijuana. A search was conducted in Wainivula settlement Mbarotu Ra, where officers found a plant believed to be marijuana. Arrests were also made in Matinta Nandi, Shirley Park, Lautoka, and Bar Town. All suspects are in police custody, and the drugs have been taken for analysis as the investigation continues. Still to come, Aminoni Nasilasila granted bail, and search for the 7 missing at sea suspended. Details after the break.
Bula neva ngo malakai leloma ngo ngai nakas ondo magrong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa ya ondo talita na warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Gua do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Wana tunga ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere nawaluan.
Na vengo fane na tao ngo singa toka kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Bula FM nambang 2 na sere.
Fiji Sevens player Aminoni Nasilasila was granted bail by the Singatoka Magistrates Court today. Nasilasila is charged with the alleged rape of a 24-year-old woman and has been in remand since Christmas Eve. The 31-year-old is out on bail under strict conditions. He was told not to surrender his passport. However, a stop departure has been put in place. Nasilasila was also told not to interfere with the witness. Fiji Sevens team manager Chone Nyurua was also one of Nasilasila's sureties. It is alleged the incident happened last Sunday, following which Nasilasila surrendered himself at the Singatoka police station. The case has been transferred to the Lautoka High Court and will be called on the 28th of next month. The search for the 7 men that went missing at sea last week has been suspended. The Fiji Maritime Surveillance Rescue Coordination Centre says the search was called off after 8 this morning. However, they will continue monitoring the case. An area of 5,000 square kilometres was covered over 4 days by air, marine and ground teams. The fiberglass boat that the 7 men were travelling in was found submerged in Bow waters last Friday. The 7 left Nawaikama Ngau on Wednesday en route for Levuka, however did not make it to their destination. The public is requested to call Crime Stoppers on 919 or the Eastern Command Centre on 9905 563 should they have any information that might be of assistance. The Maritime Safety Authority will no longer approve special surveys if requested by any ship company. Special surveys were given in the past to increase the number of passengers on board a vessel, especially during peak periods. However, this will no longer be the case. Savarit Tamboa has more.
The MSAF Chief Executive has confirmed that no further approvals will be done once they have given the exact number of passengers per vessel.
We do not do any more special surveys. This is for the reason that the ship has not changed its size, so the space on board remains the same, so there is no increase in passengers.
2 vessels had requested for special surveys this month, however it was not approved.
We'll be strict on these life-saving appliances issues. We will ensure that whatever is on board is valid
and we will not hesitate to reduce passenger numbers if they are invalid life-saving appliances on board.
Valid survey certificate should ensure that the boat is in condition. So sometimes these boats that might be having some problems, that I understand the MV Westland has a problem with their steering gear. In that case, they need to make sure, the owners of that boat need to get that fixed, and the MSAF will make sure, will do the checking to make sure that it meets requirements.
Hill reiterates they will be at various wharfs to make sure rules are followed and things are in line. Savera Tambua, FBC News.
Salome Tikumaila Kemba today walked away with the $2,019 as the winner of the Today FM Cash Bash promotion. All 6 stations had 11 finalists. Today FM program director Mario Fasala says the Cash Bash promotion was a feature of the 3112 New Year's Eve Bash, which was to happen at Albert Park this evening. But due to the adverse weather conditions, the winner was instead drawn at the Today FM studio here in Suva.
They didn't have to call in or wait in line or do it for that particular period of time, but they did register the details online, and every week we chose a finalist and from all the 6 stations. So the combined total was 66 finalists altogether.
I'm really shocked to have been announced as a winner for this promotion. I will be using this money for my children's stationeries.
Coming up in sports later with Jamie, a look back at major sports highlights this year, but Rachel joins you now with business.
Thanks, Jackie. Good evening, and coming up after the break. No fees for FPOS transactions from tomorrow. And in growing Fiji, economy is expected to further grow in 2019. Stay with us.
Voila, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Leading business tonight. From tomorrow, customers won't be charged any fee when they swipe their ATM cards for transactions at the point of sale around the country. This was an initiative announced in the 2018-2019 national budget and a partnership between the government and the Association of Banks in Fiji. The initiative will also apply to pharmacies, service stations and other businesses that provide FPOS services. The government will also pay 50% of the cost of purchasing FPOS machines for small businesses. Economy Minister Ayar Said Kayum says Fijians will be able to make unlimited transactions without any costs.
It also means better accountability, both for banks, also means better business environment. So if you're a shopkeeper, if you run a business and all your transactions are done electronically, you don't actually have to take money to go to the bank because it's already banked. The moment you do the electronic transaction, the money is already banked.
Anthony Fa joins us now with the latest from the trading world.
Let's review the South Pacific Stock Exchange market last week. 3 of the listed stocks were traded, noting share price movements. Vision Investments Limited shares increased by 1 cent and ended the week at a share price of $4.14. Fijian Holdings Limited shares had a significant increase of 85 cents and ended the week at a share price of $8.50. Resultant to the various price movements, the overall market capitalization rose by 0.89% and ended the week at $3.07 billion. That's a wrap from our local stock market. A very blessed and prosperous new year from the HFC family.
Thanks, Anifa. On to the exchange rates as it was set this morning. As the world foreign exchange markets wait for the start of the new year, the Fiji dollar rose against the Chinese yuan, the US greenback, the kina and the euro. There was some slippage against the Kiwi and the Aussie dollars as well as the Japanese yen. Commodity prices were slipped. Crude oil fell slightly to close at $45 per barrel. Gold was up at $1,273 an ounce, and silver closed at $15.33 an ounce. Earnings grow in Fiji tonight, with the Fijian economy expected to grow by 3.1% next year. Sectoral performances will assist in backing up this growth. Speaking to FBC News economist Dr. Rohit Kishore predicts timber, mining and tourism sectors will boost our steady growth. Dr. Kishore believes the tourism sector will continue to be a major key performer for 2019. And just hours away from New Year's, FBC News takes a look back at what transpired throughout 2018 and how covering major news events has helped FBC become better and stronger. Ali Kimbia with this look back.
The year 2018 was a very challenging one for the country as it witnessed major events unfold, with some leaving behind fond memories. January started with an unlawful strike by the employees of the air terminal services at the Nadi airport. As a result, the Employment Ministry stood by the decision of ATS management to suspend the employees. The matter was later resolved. In February, the news of a plane that disappeared at Indelaikoro Mountain in Lambasa sent shockwaves throughout the country. The Cessna 172 aircraft, which belongs to the Pacific Flying School, was later found, and it claimed the life of instructor Ilyasa Tawalo and trainee Merilesita Lutu, who were on board. The joint search team, consisting of officers from the Fiji Police Force, National Fire Authority and the military, reached the site of the plane crash and made the discovery of the 2 victims. In August, news of one of the most horrific accidents in recent times on our roads sent people in mourning. 8 people were dead following a horrific accident in Namboe, Singatoka, in which a van was on its way to Suva when it hit a truck that was coming from the opposite lane. The passengers in the minivan were heading to Suva to watch the Super Deans semi-finals. The month of October came with the excitement of the arrival of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Their Royal Highnesses graced our shores for a 3-day visit to experience the rich Fijian culture and generous hospitality. They were greeted with a guard of honor at the Nosori airport before calling on President Major General Retired Chochi Konrote at Boron House. November was the month that Fijians looked forward due to the general election. With a lot of political tension, people were ready to go to the polls to cast their vote and await the outcome. At the end of the counting process, the Fiji First Party, led by Prime Minister Burenge Bainimarama, again delivered the killer blow to win the majority and form government for the next 4 years. As we bring the curtains down for 2018, FBC News did whatever it took to bring the coverage of these big events right to the comfort of your own homes. And we will continue in 2019, but this time it's more bigger and better, with more quality news coverage coming your way. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
And that's a wrap from the business desk for this year. I'd like to wish all our viewers a safe New Year's Eve and a blessed 2019. But first, Jamie joins you now with the very latest in sports.
Thank you, Rachel, and good evening. Coming up, Sports Commission to fund strength and conditioning coaches. And the latest from Flying Fijians playing top 14 rugby. This and more after the break.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
The Fiji Sports Commission says strength and conditioning is an area of concern for a lot of sports in the country. Chair Peter Mezi says because almost every sporting body is in dire need of a specialist in this field, the Commission will be investing in overseas-based coaches next year to help fill the void. He also confirms that the Fiji Rugby Union had made a request for a strength and conditioning coach for the Fiji Sevens side, and the successful applicant is expected to join the national side early next year.
We're finding strength and conditioning is an area that a lot of sports have got a gap in at the moment, so we need to have a look at that. And, strength and conditioning coaches, technical coaches that we require. So we'll be looking at that one in the next round.
Nemanja Nandolo and Timothy Nangusa were in top form for their French clubs this morning, scoring a try each for Montpellier in their 41-13 hammering of Pau. But they weren't the only flying Fijians who found the try line. The Black Caps took just 12 minutes to end Sri Lanka's resistance on day 5, giving them a mammoth 423-run victory and a 1-0 series win. The win was also their biggest by runs in the 88-year Test history. ASB Classic top seed Caroline Wozniacki may have arrived into New Zealand late, but she is adamant that she can go one better than last year's runner-up result. Sports in 2018 alone had its ups and downs. Meli Tavanga takes a look back on some of the highlights and heartbreaks of the year. In today's play of the day, a brilliant finish by Cristiano Ronaldo for Juventus in their 2-1 win over Sampdoria in the Serie A yesterday. That's it from sports tonight. Angie joins you later on with weather and the new media. Check out the pocket-sized mini PC. Details coming up.
Narang golesenia, Obama ketegenakas, dorong-rong binakape on Radio Fiji One, nandomibit.
Ayaw benyana, dorong on Radio Fiji One, nandomibisi, hingatoka.
Guado ilaisa hingatoka, rong-rong binana heramakawa ina Radio Fiji One hingatoka.
Radio Fiji One, nandomibiti.
In tonight's new media, a smaller version of a laptop known as a Mi Mini PC that fits right into your pocket. And it's our last weather report for 2018 from Angie.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Tropical depression TD03F is influencing Fiji weather as it approaches from the northwest. A gale warning is in force for Rotuma, the Yasawa Group, Northern Viti Levu from Rekireki to Tailevu North, Vanua Levu and nearby smaller islands. A heavy rain alert has been issued for Vanua Levu, Taveuni and nearby smaller islands, the Yasawa Group, Lau, Lomai Viti and the eastern half of Viti Levu. Low-lying areas might flood, so take extreme care. Drive with caution if you're on the road. Now, taking a look in the west, slight showers were throughout, more rolling in later tonight. Eastwards from Peck Harbour to Suva, quite easy here, calm and no sign of rain. And up north, more of the same rainy weather. At sea, southeast winds 30 to 60 knots, very rough seas. For the tides, high tide at 3:14 a.m. with low tide at 9:37 a.m. Sunrise at 6:33. For tomorrow, it's 2019, but there's no exciting news, but expect windy, wet weather with TD03F still nearby. Tomorrow's temps, Savu Savu will be the coolest at 28 degrees. And looking further on to Wednesday, well, expect somewhat stormy weather with heavy showers to continue. Well, you all stay safe and have a great new year. See you next year. And that's all from the FBC Weather World. Jackie.
Thanks so much for that, Angie. In the world of the not so weird but definitely wonderful, a couple who just recently celebrated their 85th wedding anniversary. In Fijian Pulse tonight, we asked, what is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to enjoy and pass my first semester in tertiary high school, and I would like to enjoy my semester break in New Zealand for this year.
Well, I'll quit Go again. I'll tend up to beer and those, and I'll start making my own construction business now.
My New Year's resolution is to work hard and get my diploma for travel and tourism.
My New Year's resolution, I will quit drinking.
Focus on studies and stop mucking around in town after school. Just go home straight and study.
Recapping the main stories for tonight, Tropical Depression 03F to further intensify. Ministries collaborate to deal with the current weather threat, and NDMO activates emergency operation centres. Now for these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our poll question segment last week, we had asked, will you be making a resolution for 2019? 57% said yes. This week we're asking, do you think you will keep your New Year's resolution? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, our shot of the day, this beautiful picture was taken in Boa, sent in by Meli Mboila. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. That was the FBC News for tonight. From the team and I, we'd like to wish you all a very safe New Year's Eve tonight. Stay blessed. Good night.
मैं नवनीत नंद नंबुआ लुम्बुआ से। जैसे प्रेनी नोट मशहूर है, वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 भी सभी जगह मशहूर है। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
सीमा नकाशी से मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 पसंद करती हूँ सुनने के लिए। रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
मैं हूँ अंकल किंग सिंगाटोका टाउन के टैक्सी ड्राइवर। जैसे रग्बी फेमस है, वैसे रेडियो फीजी 2 फेमस है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।